Hello dear students, welcome to Unit 1 Section A Pirate Story. It's a poem written by Robert Louis Stevenson. Let's know and understand about the poet, that is Robert Louis Stevenson. He was born on 13th November and he died on 3rd December. He was a Scottish novelist, poet and travel writer, most noted for writing Treasure Island, Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Kidnapped, and A Child's Garden of Verses. Summary of the poem. The poem is about three small boys who play a game. They imagine themselves to be three sea robbers. They swing and slide in the basket of a meadow. In the game, they pretend to be escaping from the soldiers in a ship. They imagine to visit different places like Africa, Babylon, and Malabar. Finally, they succeed in escaping and reach the harbor and the shore. Now, let's listen to the poem. Three of us afloat in the meadow by the swing. Three of us abroad in the basket on the lee. Winds are in the air, they are blowing in the spring, and waves are on the meadow like the waves there are at sea. Where shall we adventure today that we are afloat, weary of the weather and steering by a star? Shall it be to Africa steering off the boat, to Providence or Babylon or off to Malabar? Hi, but there's a squadron a-rowing on the sea, cattle on the meadow, a-charging with a roar. Quick, and we'll escape them. They are as mad as they can be. The wicket is the harbor and the garden is the shore. Now students, let's understand the poem stanza-wise. First stanza, the poet and his two friends, they play a game in which they enact as sea robbers. The three of them swing in the grassland. They slide in the wooden basket in the meadow, and they imagine to be sailing in a ship in the sea. The wind is blowing. It is the spring season. It creates waves in the grassland, which appears like the ripples of waves of water in the sea. The rhyming words in the stanza are swing, spring, lee, sea. The rhyme scheme is A, B, A, B. The simile in the stanza is waves are on the meadow like the waves there are at sea. The stanza is of 4 lines, therefore it is called as a quartet. The difficult words are afloat, that means floating on water, lee, that means an open area of grassy land. Now stanza 2 explanation. In this stanza, the children are enjoying a remarkable, marvelous ride. They warn each other that they should be cautious and watchful about the weather. Their ship is guided by a star, probably the pole star. They will sail and exploit the wealth of nature of Africa or Babylon or Malabar coast of India. The rhyming words in this stanza are afloat, boat, star, Malabar. The rhyming scheme used in the poem is A, B, A, B. The alliteration used here is we adventure today that we are afloat. Second, worry of the weather. Third, steering by a star. Now let's move to the last stanza explanation. In this stanza, the three boys hear the roaring of the cattle in the meadow. They assume them to be the fleet of soldiers chasing after them in the ship, full of arms and ammunition. They start rowing the boat faster and quickly, that is, they move their basket quickly as the cattle is running after them wildly. The children finally escape and reach the harbor safely, which is actually a small gate. They reach the shore, which is actually the garden edge. Then they succeed and relish the moment of the beautiful ride as the pirates, that is, the sea robbers. The rhyming words in the stanza are sea, bee, roar, shore. The rhyme scheme in the stanza is A, B, A, B. The metaphor used in the poem is: first, the wicket is the harbor. Second, the garden is the shore. Difficult word in the stanza is squadron, which means a group of aircrafts or ships.